kind of liked how I was drumming at the start of the last one. I don't know why. See, the reason I was drumming is because when I reinstalled my webcam software, I left on the default that it counts down 3, 2, 1 and then starts recording. I had previously turned that off because I just thought it was stupid, but now that I have experience with the webcam and I know its quirks, I know that 3, 2, 1 and then go is better, because sometimes clicking on it, there would be a delay and I would have no idea how long the delay would be. Like I might be sitting there 3 seconds anyway, but when I do the 3, 2, 1, then it always works. It never stutters. So I sit here during the 3, 2, 1 like, oh, now we're ready to go. And also these are paint spots from, I painted a bookcase at my parents' house years ago with this shirt on, apparently. And yeah, that's permanent. Hey, so anyway, Sean, you turn on the recorder to talk about returning on, to just turn on the recorder? Okay, so we did the podcast earlier this afternoon. It was nice to be back with Carter, and it sounds awesome. I recorded it a different way that sounds much, much better than it ever has before. Carter still sounds good to medium Skype quality, but we might even be able to fix that in the future. So check that out. It is currently encoding, and I will upload it to my channel, but of course it is in the iTunes store as well, so you can find it there. I'm about to embark on a little mini project of mine. I talked about a couple days ago. There is a new DLC pack for Defense Grid, which is the first video game besides Minecraft that I LP'd. I don't know. I did the missions. They're on SVM Gaming. They're the very first videos that are uploaded on that channel. And the DLC is tied into Portal 2. It's called You Monster. And not only am I going to play it, I'm going to grab some beers out of the fridge and I'm going to play it. Dark Silk has been doing, occasionally, he's been doing semi-drunk to kind of drunk gaming on SVM Gaming, and it's really funny. And the people that watch his videos really seem to enjoy it. I don't know how amusing I will be once I start getting sloshed, but I don't know, it's worth finding out, I guess. And finally, the Rents and I just went to see Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows, which, when I was doing 5 Things, I couldn't remember the subtitle, and I, for some reason, couldn't be bothered to look it up when I was doing the voiceover, which is why I just say Sherlock Holmes, and I don't even mention that there's a subtitle, A Game of Shadows. And I will say this. I think it is a better movie than the first movie. I think it's probably a little long. That's my only complaint. But I don't really know where they could have trimmed anything, because the story is convoluted enough that 2 hours and 9 minutes was probably pushing it for what they were doing. But overall, really great movie. Better than the first one, because we already had established characters and we could just kind of hit the ground running. And Guy Ritchie style is intact. All the slow-mo and everything you've seen in the commercials delivers as advertised. I think there was one sequence in particular that is in a lot of the commercials. Actually, part of it is in 5 Things. They're running through the woods in slow motion. That sequence, I think, will get them nominated for Best Visual Effects. I wouldn't be surprised. It was very effective, great photography, a lot of really good practical photography. There's a kind of camera, and maybe someone knows. I don't know what the name of it is, and I don't really know how to Google it. But there's a camera that is attached to you, like the actors would wear a harness around their waist or something, and then the camera would be like floating out here, and when they move, the camera moves with them. I don't know what that's called. Someone please tell me, and then I'll know, and I swear I'll never forget again. They employ that kind of technique during this sequence, and it's just awesome. It's really cool. I liked it a lot. So the parents both gave it thumbs up. The other movies, of course, we got to see this holiday season are Tintin, which I'm less and less excited about as I get closer to seeing it, because it just seems like the reviews, just even the people who like Tintin are like, yeah, it's okay. What I'm worried about, I'll tell you what I'm worried about. I'm most worried about dynamic camera movement. Everything that I've seen, every commercial, every trailer, I haven't seen a still shot. The camera's just always like moving in circles and going up and going down and going around things. Can't we just leave the camera still for a second, Stevie? Stevie Spielberg? And then, of course, there is also the other movie that I mentioned on Five Things, Mission Impossible, which just sounds better and better every time I hear something else about it. And then the one movie that I didn't mention on Five Things, which Ev was good enough to bring up, I didn't mention it on Five Things because of its content. It's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And yes, I'm very excited. I'm very excited. David Fincher is a great director, and the actors involved are fantastic. The thing I'm worried about this movie, I wasn't worried about until I saw the Swedish version. Michael Blomkvist, I'm butchering pronunciation, is my favorite character in the books. And he's my favorite character because of the type of person he is, and the way he talks, and everything. And in the Swedish version, I don't blame that actor, I blame the screenplay writer. I feel like they destroyed the character. I feel like they totally gutted it, and they've made him exposition man. Like, he doesn't behave like Michael does, he just keeps pushing the plot ahead. And that's not what Michael does, not in the books. So I saw the first Swedish movie, I saw the second Swedish movie, and I didn't even see the third one, because I was so pissed off by the end of the second movie that they butchered Michael, that I was just like, I'm waiting for the American versions, screw this. So those are the three movies waiting for me for the rest of the year, and I'm excited. So I'm going to get into it. By the way, this is fun. I got to a point in Gordon Freeman in my recording that, first of all, I started getting achievements, which apparently I can't find a way to turn them off. They just keep popping up on the screen because I've never gotten to that point on the PC version that I have on Steam. Of course, I have an old PC version on a CD-ROM somewhere, and I have the Xbox version. And I've completed both of those, but now I'm playing through it for the first time with achievements on Steam, and I've caught up to the point where I had played through by myself without recording, and now achievements have started popping up. So basically, I need to finish the game ahead of myself recording the game, which is fine because then I practice. I can figure out cues and stuff, which is part of what makes Gordon Freeman speaks. Gordon Freeman speaks. It's reacting to the scripted events and stuff. And it's nice to know them in advance, but man, it's killing me. Am I really over 7 minutes on this thing? I'm sorry, guys. But there was one more thing I wanted to say. I was working on Gordon Freeman, and oh no, I lost it. Damn it. Gordon Freeman, and nope. No, it's gone. It's gone. And I don't want to edit this, so I'll figure it out later. If I figure it out before later, I can put it in the info. I'm just going to go ahead and say now I don't. Something about Gordon Freeman? I'm going to cut it off before 8 minutes. Sorry. Click. Bye.